Namaste. Namaste, everybody. I'm showing you a tree because I don't look good, okay? Yesterday, I looked good. I had a new shirt on that had a rainbow on it, and I don't come on apparently when I look good and I have my face on. I never come on. Anyhow, I'm over at the post office as usual, and I'm supposed to be going to the gym. I will be going to the gym, but first I had to go to the store for like the 4th day in a row because Devin needed flour, and he thought we had them, but we didn't. So I said, I want to go for a little walk before I go to the gym, because I didn't go to the gym yesterday, but I didn't beat myself up about it. Just didn't have the energy, and I didn't walk. We were doing a lot of things. Oh, I know why I didn't go to the gym. I didn't go to the gym yesterday because early in the morning I woke up. I couldn't fall back to sleep. So I started making phone calls because the night before I got a bill from the hospital saying that I owe, by December 21st, mind you, you owe 4,000 something and something, right? Now it's even more. It's up to 5,000. That's what the lady said. It gets worse, okay? I don't want to depress everybody, but look at where I'm walking. Okay. All right. So I don't have that much on my phone, but I just really wanted to get out and walk and be in the fresh air, even though it doesn't say that it's going to rain. I smell the rain because my mother taught me that. She used to say, "You smell the rain?" And I never understood what that meant, so I would just say yes. But then one day I asked her, I said, "Mom, no, I don't smell the rain. What does the rain smell like?" And she said, "A combination of water and salt, and just like the air smells different." And she said, "That's the rain coming." So now, after she told me that, I smell the rain. And I always teach my students, and I tried to teach my kids that. I don't know if they remember anything about me, but what I taught them. But anyhow, I smell the rain. It's not supposed to rain. I feel it in my hips and my neck usually, but just today my hips. But that's okay. We're just going to keep moving on. I have a weird feeling like, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. You guys know. And then I have some shout outs and healing words. And I want to ask my subs or anybody that watches me, even if you're just here and you never saw me before, I'm sorry about how I look. Hello, namaste. My name is Mystic Brady, or Katrina Brady. You can call me Katrina. You can call me Mystic if you're Amy Winehouse. Okay, if you don't know that joke, that means you didn't watch my Amy Winehouse channeling videos. Go back and watch them. Anyhow, on this channel, we try not to have any drama. And that's hard for me because I am a drama queen, okay? But you can't be namaste and peaceful and zen if you roll with the drama. That's the opposite of drama is namaste and zen. When I say namaste, I mean when my soul meets with your soul and we make a connection and we hope the best, wish the best for that other person, and that other person at the same time wishes the best for us, or you just enjoy being with that friend. That's what I hope for my channel, okay? It's only been going on for over 1,000 videos, that's all, in a couple of years since 2019. July 26th, 2019 is when I started this whole gig. Okay, anyhow, of course I'm talking in circles and nobody usually walks in a parking lot, as you can see. Watch this. Do you see anybody besides this girl? No. This old lady over here? Um, no, so I just have to be careful because sometimes cars, try to pick you up and take you to this place called the Crystal Palace. Because apparently, if you're walking and talking to your phone, they think that you're a meth head in these parts. And I go, no, I'm from New York. We like to walk in New York. Anyhow, that's another story. But so I'm gonna be honest with you, right? When am I not honest? I don't usually do prediction videos. Did you notice? A couple of people have asked me throughout the years and videos and in the comments, but I don't do that. I know Blind Spot, Quantum Reality used to do them, and they were very spot on. Dark Rose does them. She's very, very good at it too. It scares me, so I don't like to. I've never walked this way before, so hope I don't get shanked. I put my pocketbook in the car, so the only thing I have is my keys and my phone. So anyhow, I shouldn't put that in the universe. Reverse. Nothing but rainbows and butterflies and good thoughts and good things and healing, love. Anyhow, so I'm walking and talking, giving a little video to you guys. I probably won't be able to upload it because my phone is almost dead. So I'll upload it tonight. But I really did want to come on tonight. I'm not sure if I can because of the holidays and the hoopla with the holidays, and I got to clean up my table because Devin said, are you going to clean up the table because we need to eat there, or we're going to eat at the kitchen table? Now, for just holidays, we eat at the dining room, which is formerly my studio, so I could at least clean it up. It'll take me a good hour and a half to find places to put all of the markers and paints and whatnot. That's not your problem. Don't you worry your pretty little minds about that, about my table. Anyhow, and I forgot to get a tablecloth. I am not going back in there. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go back in there, get a tablecloth. Anyway, probably have one. I usually buy red. No, I have one. It just doesn't say Thanksgiving on it. I'm not like into putting out a Thanksgiving. I don't have little kids, but Devin likes all that stuff as if he's a little kid. Anyway, I'm totally off track. Look at these 4 trees while I collect my thoughts. Yeah, you know how I know it's going to rain? Because right now I'm walking and talking, doing a walk and talk, right? My New York accent. Or some people call it a Brooklyn accent. But I'm from Staten Island, so it's Staten Island accent. Anyhow, doing a walk and talk, and it feels like somebody's stabbing me on one of my hips with a knife. Okay, so that usually means either you've been doing a lot of calisthenics and walking a lot, and I haven't, okay? But I'm not going to beat myself up because we were doing a lot of shopping for some reason for 4 people. At Thanksgiving and all the holidays are usually just my brother-in-law comes over and Devin and I cook the meals, mostly Devin, on Thanksgiving. And I'll deal with like the potatoes and the vegetables and whatnot. And then you eat for 15 minutes and it's cleanup time. So it's like cleaning and cooking, and that's usually not enjoyable for me. But if like somebody was coming over, like my son was going to surprise me and come over, but he's not. So as far as I know, and my daughter's not, nobody is from my family. Matter of fact, my daughter said, well, you were just here. Oh, really? Okay. Bang, zoom. Okay, anyhow. So, oh, by the way, these earrings are made by Ginny. And Ginny is the girl that makes like the feathered earrings and all that stuff. And she had, I did a video on her stuff. She's White Dove's daughter. Well, she had meningitis, and we were praying for her. She did get better. She got released from the hospital. And now White Dove just texted me earlier today and said she's back in the hospital. So please, prayers up for her again. Prayers continued. Later on when I get home, I'm going to see this car is slowing down. Why? Why are you slowing down, car? Just keep it moving. Keep it the F moving. So when I get home later on, after I make dinner and stuff, I'm going to light my candle that says Ginny's name on it. And you could do that too. Anybody you're praying for, if you write their name, even though you don't, I've never met Ginny, but I've spoken to her before on text and Facebook friends, and she's White Dove's daughter. And White Dove I talk to all the time. So, you know, even if you don't know them that well, you could just write their name on a candle. You know, dollar candle, whatever candle you have. One time I had like 6 different names on a candle. But anyhow, every time you light it, you think of that person or you think of the people that you have it lit for. And you just send healing prayers out to them. And I really appreciate it if you guys did. Her name is Ginny, and she's very young. I don't even know if she's in her 20s or 30s, but she's young, and she has 2 daughters and young daughters, and she has a new husband, like she's like me, with second husband, she who is very beautiful to her. And so please just pray for Ginny. Ginny. I think maybe her full name was Virginia, but I've only known her as Ginny, so Ginny is what she goes by. Well, thank you for that, guys. I appreciate that. So, one second. Oh, thank you. He was waiting for me to go. I must look like a weirdo. So I'm going to probably go in my car now because they probably have the cops called on me by now. All right. Yeah. Hey, isn't it weird? This weird lady is walking around. She looks like she needs help. I need help, but you guys can't give me the help that I need. Okay. You feel me? Okay. One second, guys. Let me just get into the old car. Take myself off the map. I'm in a parking lot. I'm allowed to sit in my car. Or am I? Okay, so prayers up for Ginny. She made these peacock earrings, and it's so weird because was it last night or today? Either last night or this morning, I went over into the dining room, and I was like, okay, you can clean up the table, or you could try to think about 2 more paintings that you want to do. And so, of course, you know what I thought of. And I didn't paint it yet, but one of them is that I don't have that many green paintings left. So I definitely need green. And I was going to put these peacock earrings. Peacocks represent pride and affluence and abundance. And all kinds of good things. I'm going to have to research it again because I have a peacock card on one of my tarot cards. I am so sorry for looking this terrible. Okay, my hair is greasy as sin. I don't have any makeup on, but I did put a little foundation on because you should have seen this face without even foundation. Okay, terrible. Anyway, I was just going to the gym. I didn't, think I was going to have to be ready for my close-up. But I said, you know what? There's so many things that people are getting sick. People are, needing. Like today, Devin goes, oh, I don't feel too good. And I was like, well, did you check your sugar? Have you been eating too much sugar? And he's like, no, just your blueberry muffin. Your blueberry muffin. This, when I woke up, I made blueberry muffins, and then I sat at the table and I was getting like my art schedule. Because some people have been asking me about my art, and they were like, oh, you do art? You sell any art? You should have a merchandise. I think it was Tracy. That was a good idea, but and I told her I sell my art. I do readings. Readings. If you're interested in a reading, my readings are one price now, $60, because that's what the angels told me to do. $60. That's it. And you could either put it in PayPal, or you could put it in an envelope and send it to me to the post office box. And then we talk after that. But anyhow, yeah, I was like, I sell my healing artwork, but I don't like doing it through YouTube. Like, in other words, if I did a merch thing, then where would I keep all the merch? Or is it just in the internet and then the internet does it? Probably. I just don't know. Like, I feel like I do enough. My head would be about to explode. I like to be hands-on. So I like to manipulate, otherwise maybe the merch would come to my house, and then I would have to find a place to like store mugs and t-shirts that nobody probably would buy. Like people always say they'll buy it, but Tracy had a really good idea, and I don't mind. Maybe I'll even make a painting just to have, in my dining room for me to keep, and I'll make prints of it. And what she said is make mugs or t-shirts or hoodies that say, let's get some Palo Santo up in this bitch, or up in this biatch, the thing I say. And I was like, that is really good. I might use that. And I'll have to send Tracy a little present to thank her for thinking of that. Because that is really a good idea. And like, even if I make one painting of it, like I did Mystic Brady, and then I just make prints on the heavy paper at Office Depot, and then when you buy something, I put one of those prints in there. Anyway, that is a good idea, and I wish I had that mug. Like, I'm interested. I might even go to Oriental Trading, because I'm pretty sure they put stuff on mugs and you can get it. But I have so many mugs. It's like there's no room for like one more. Like, I know my brother-in-law, I think, bought don't worry, he doesn't watch this. Nobody watches this in my family. Devin, every once in a while, he catches it. But my brother-in-law is buying my stepson a big, huge mug that's like bigger than a soup bowl, because he thinks it's funny. But you know what? He thinks it's funny, but there's no room in my kitchen. I have a very small kitchen. It's called a train track kitchen, I think, or a galley kitchen, where like if two people are in the kitchen, it's like nobody could, like, two people can't open the refrigerator. Two people, there's no counter space at all. That's why I got to clean off the counter space too, just so we can cook. Yeah, if I have my dream kitchen, my dream bathroom, especially my dream kitchen, it would be that granite and white theme, very modern. I don't like old country in 1970s. I don't like that. My husband likes that, but I always wanted like white bricks behind my fireplace. I still might do that glossy finish. And then in the kitchen, I always wanted that granite. I don't mind the cabinets, but they are wood. I'm so sick of wood. I would love to do the whole thing over, but you're still not going to have much space. Sorry guys, I gotta plug you in. So that was one thing I wanted to talk to you about. I don't even know how long I'm rambling on. All I know is I am thirsty. I'm really thirsty, and guess who forgot their water bottle? Me. Oh, by the way, PK, I just mailed out your 2 packages. Hopefully will come soon. Why doesn't this fit? I gotta turn on the car in order to, I should go get a drink of something. Uh, yeah, okay. So at least it's plugged in now. These are so pretty. I'm sorry I'm not wearing like a green or blue shirt, but so I had these earrings on top of a canvas, and I was like, oh, maybe I should wear these first before I glue them to a canvas in some odd way. But I already have like a peacock picture and a peacock like theme thing, crafty thing that I'm gonna do. And then I was like, you know what? I don't need to glue these on because I'm gonna wear them. I was wearing the pink ones last night, right? I usually never go to sleep with my earrings on because, especially feathers, because what happens is it tickles the side of my neck and I'll watching TV or YouTube and be scared, in a nightmare state right before I go to sleep. And then I feel that and I think it's a bug crawling on me. So it was so odd that I fell asleep with the pink earrings that you made me, Jenny. Maybe you're not watching this because you're in the hospital, but maybe you're listening to it. But anyhow, so I wore those to bed. And when I say bed, I mean the couch, and then I get up and I go into bed after I sleep for a few hours on the couch. But I usually always take my earrings out and just put them on the table next to me. And I didn't do that because I think I kept thinking, hey, I look good. I had my makeup on still. Sorry, Shanann. I didn't take my makeup off, and I was just like, I just made popcorn, 2 bags, not 1 bag, 2 bags. And guess what? And I was having 2 beers, right? Which I didn't finish the second one because I had anxiety. And that I'm going to circle around to why I am friggin' talking about anything, okay? And so I had anxiety, and it brings us back to what I was talking to about in the first place. Okay. Also, prayers up for our friend, our soul sister, my good soul sister, Genocide. Okay. Genocide is in the process of moving, and she's looking for a new place, a new apartment. And she showed me an apartment that she's going to move into if she can get it. So please, just think good thoughts. Genocide, even though she's been in the transition of moving, she's in a hotel or a motel. She's in a hotel or a motel, not a Holiday Inn. Okay, you know that song? No-tell, hotel, Holiday Inn. Anyway, even though she's in that and she has most of her stuff in storage, she's still kept her cards and her candles and her backdrop, I think. And she's still doing videos, okay? And you know how hard that is when you're in this kind of process? She has a young son. He's, I guess, 13, 14. And her and her husband and a dog all in this motel in a 1 room. And so she's trying to, get a nice place, move into a nice apartment, or it's a condo. It looks like a condo. But anyhow, just think good thoughts because she's still working. She's still trying hard. She still does readings. If anybody wants a reading, can't go to Genocide's page, her channel, not her page, her channel. She does a lot of artistic things. I think she made 2 of her decks that she always uses. She made that. I've been trying to buy a deck, and I guess when she gets settled and she can, settles in, because it's expensive to make a deck. So she was going to give me like 3 cards or sell me 3 cards or whatever. And I was like, no, when you get settled in, whatever it is, whether it's a year from now, whether it's 4 years from now, it doesn't matter. When you're settled and you get to have some relaxation time and could create it, then I will buy the whole deck. Because what you have to do is you make your own deck, right? It's each card. Then you have to go to like an Office Max place and get them laminated and make copies of it. Okay? It's expensive to make copies of 75 cards and laminate them. If you don't believe me, go check out Spirit Seeker Squad. She makes her cards. Hillary Medium, Mystical Hillary the Medium. She makes crime decks and different decks, and it's expensive. It's you're gonna pay like $100 and something dollars for it. I don't know if we all have that kind of money, but it's because you're going to pay that because it costs, when you're publishing your own book or cards, it costs money. Okay. Oh, PK is texting me at the same time I just mentioned you. Yeah, so your 2 packages are on their way. Okay, so I'm so happy about that. Sorry about yesterday, because when I got the bill, when I was arguing with the hospital lady, saying that I would have never gotten the test done for my thyroid if they didn't accept my insurance, but they told me I was covered 2 different ways. But then she said out of the $4,000, insurance company is only paying 200 or 200 and change. And so it was back and forth phone calls. And like, you can't blame the lady, but then I'm paying $40 a month on my credit card. Automatically, that goes towards my bill. But she was like, that's too little, especially you got another $1,000 coming. I was like, what? She goes, yeah, your bill's gonna soon be over $5,000 instead of $4,000. So my head was like ready to explode, and I shouldn't like put it on speaker, because Devin has heart problems, and he hasn't been doing well, because a lot of stuff has been stressing him out. And so I put it on speaker, because I'm a jerk. And because I'm scared to, like, try to figure out the bills on my own, because it's scary. And she was like going through everything, like, how much do you make a month? And we don't talk about that with strangers, because they're trying to shank you. They're just trying to get more money from you. And no, we're on a fixed income. And in the last 2 weeks, I worked 1 day at the school. So I don't know what's up with that, but I usually always work a lot in November, a lot in October, and a lot in November. And I did not work a lot at all in November. A couple of days. So then that paycheck that I get in December for November, because it's always a month behind, will be probably for 2 days work. And I don't even think they adjusted my money. Remember, I went to the ISD and I told them about my master's and showed them the paperwork and my license and certificate. Yeah, so I'm a little down about that. I don't want to cry about it. It'll be all right. We've been through it before. But I'm pretty sure if you're paying money to it, so then they made the $40 go up to $50 a month. Plus, I said I'll come down to the office at some point with some kind of money to pay towards the bill. Not more on my credit card, because that's stupid. So basically, I'm going to have to take money out of the bank to pay more towards that. Because when I called up the insurance company said, oh yeah, no, that all we're paying is the 200 and something. And I was like, how could that be? Let me call the other number. But they made me wait on the line. The other number was going to say the same thing. The other number is for if you sleep over. So I had so many tests done. I had a CT scan just to find out my thyroid is smaller than the average person. Okay, I had the swallow test where you look like a skeleton, and they do that. So I didn't even get the bill for that. Just going into the doctor's office to talk to him, and he didn't even have my blood work, that was over $300 and something. Okay, so this is what, and I'm on that diet pill that is through the thyroid doctor too, as well. So I decided, I don't see a big difference. I'm taking that pill for months now. I don't see a big difference. So I am just going to roll the dice. I'm going to see if my regular doctor could give me do the prescription for my thyroid. And as far as I can say, I'm alive, right? If I stay on the high dosage of the thyroid pill, I think I should be fine. But I'm going to go off that diet pill, because I don't see a big difference. I'll just, try to do what I always do. Eat healthy. Every once in a while you fall off the wagon, literally and figuratively, and go to the gym or walk. What else can I tell you? A 58. Anyhow, because every time you go there, And he didn't even give me any results because he said the blood work. And that was another thing. We go through Quest, or we don't get our blood work done at all. Because years ago, when we were getting all these bills and we were taking, had to go to court to fight them in court, and we won twice because they took us back to court because they didn't like how the judge ruled for us. So we took them back to court. They took us back to court with a different judge, and we won again. But Devin can't go through that again. I don't want to go through that again either. So that's why, you know, I'm trying my best to pay it off. But it's very hard to do that when you're not working that much. So it'll literally be, whenever I do work, it'll be take it from there or take it from the savings to put it into that. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about it anymore because it makes me sick. So let's be positive. Let's have a fun talk and live in the land of unicorns and miracles and glitter and paint. Anyway, so yeah, so those kind of things have been stressing me out. But let me circle back. How long am I talking? 31 minutes? Okay, and this is going to end. So I don't like to do predictions because back in 2012, and I have done many throughout my life, my long life, I have predicted many things, and just by going by a feeling. But in terms of weather, I never really thought about it. Just, you know, smell the rain or smell the rich, that my mother taught me. Smell the rich when you walk into a place and it was like really ritzy. She would go, smell the rich. Can you smell it? And I was like, yeah, Ma, I could smell it. Anyway, it's not a familiar smell to me. Anyhow, but long story short, long story longer, which I could feel that this is going to be. I'm just trying to see where they put my lipstick. I bought a new thing, guys, that has a microphone in it. I know I have another one at home, but I needed these foam things because my other iPod falls out of my ear when I'm on the treadmill. So in 2012, Devin was in Texas. He was here looking at schools for, I'm sure I told you the guys this story, but some people are new and they don't know. And I have to give you the background story just to annoy you. But in 2012, Devin had to go to Texas. I almost said England for some reason. Devin had to go to Texas to take his daughter to visit